Oh, shit. I think we're live. And the notification just went out. Alrighty. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the next playthrough here on the channel. Today we are starting Fire Emblem Three Houses Crimson Flower. But this one is going to be on Maddening difficulty. And I just remembered that I think it was the end of Silver Snow. I said I would play Crimson Flower, but I would do New Game Plus and allow myself to use DLC items and then just completely destroy this game, like completely break it wide open, make Maddening mode look like normal difficulty. But I think we're going to save that for another playthrough. We're just going to do a regular Maddening mode run. As the text says in the top left. Hi, Odd Panda. How are you, man? As the text in the top left says, I'm not going to allow myself to use the DLC items, especially the chalice. The chalice completely breaks this game. But I am going to allow myself to use the DLC units. I feel like the DLC units, the Ashen Wolves, they don't break the game. They're not even always your like best units on your team. They do their jobs and they do their jobs well, but they're not game breaking, so I don't feel bad about using them. Oh yeah, Yuritsa. So fun fact about that, I've only ever beaten Crimson Flower Maddening once, and it was before, I think it was before, it had to have been before Yuritsa became a playable character, I think, because didn't he become available around the same time Maddening mode was added in? I can't remember, but I don't think I've ever used I don't remember ever using Yuritsa before, and I've only ever beaten Crimson Flower on hard mode once. Also, I've done one hard mode and one Maddening, and that's it. And it's been so long since I played him. Well, whereas like Azure Moon and Golden Deer route, I've beaten those routes on Maddening and hard mode so many times. I know those routes like the back of my hand. And Silver Snow Maddening, I've only beaten twice on Maddening. One of them was here on the channel, and I beat it on hard mode once. Yeah, that's the problem with this game. Hard mode is too easy, but Maddening can be pretty unforgiving. Thankfully, though, I know this game well, but I would definitely say, without a doubt, Crimson Flower is the route I am least familiar with. And as far as building units go, the Black Eagle class is the class that I know the least about. Now, I'll go over my plans for each unit, as I've used them before in Silver Snow, but units like Edelgard and Hubert are going to be kind of, I'm just going to be kind of winging it. I don't have a whole lot of experience with them because, again, I've only ever ran them twice. My one hard mode playthrough and then my one Maddening playthrough. But yeah, fun fact, people in middle of their Crimson Flower in the Maddening update, he just shows up leveled up out of nowhere. That'd be hilarious. Like, what? Like the game's gaslighting you, like, you've had him the whole time. What are you talking about? It was like, did I? Also, I like about, he's not playable on this map, but it's the Battle of Garreg Mach, Chapter 12, when the Death Knight shows up as a green unit for you, and you just team up with him, and then he just runs into the horde of enemies and just gets massacred, and you're like, why couldn't he be that much of a pushover when I had to fight him? I don't know, it's just funny. I'm not doing New Game Plus. We're doing Maddening Classic. Hey, we can connect to the network. Online doesn't break the game. At least I don't. You can buy some pretty stupid weapons, but if you avoid that, it's fine. I'm gonna skip this. I'm gonna skip a lot of the opening stuff. Just because we've seen it 1,000 times. But I'll let the story run its course once we get into the Black Eagle exclusive stuff. Do a meme magic Edelgard. Luna's fun. No, the plan I have for Edelgard, so I didn't know this at the time, but apparently Edelgard can solo the final mission of the game. She can take all the health bars out of the final boss, so I'm not gonna spoil just in case somebody watching this on demand or something doesn't know, but she can solo the final boss with just her crest weapon or hero relic, that's what they're called, with her just her hero's relic and her personal or like her battalion. And I really want to try that. I think that'd be hilarious. Anyway, we're gonna play as Maleth. I'm immortal.
I see.
All right. We'll just call him J Gobes. Dr. Fapple was Silver Snow.
Huh. You must possess.
We'll give him my birthday. I'm a March 9 gang. Okay, is Magic Edelgard like actually viable?
Well, wonders never.
I just don't think she has the like, why would you do anything else? She's tied for the second highest strength growth in the game with Felix.
Hey, time to wake up.
Shut up, Gerald, I'm talking. Like, why would you do anything else? The axe she uses needs a special ore from Desert Sandworm. Okay, that's going to be good to know. Okay, here's all, or a bunch of my cleared saves. So unfortunately, I've said this before, but this isn't my first Switch. My original Switch, which had most of my playthroughs on it, got stolen when I was in college. So that's nice. So I had to buy this current Switch during the pandemic when scalpers were going crazy with them. So that was fun. I think I paid like $400 for this Switch when normal retail was like $300, so it wasn't too terrible. But here's a couple cleared maddenings. Oh, this hard mode playthrough right here is the one Carson and I. This was Carson's first ever Fire Emblem playthrough. Him and I played this together before I moved, and this is where the name Dr. Fapple came from. Carson came up with it, and it's been a meme name on the channel ever since. So this is the save for it. Cleared Verdant Wind, cleared Azure Moon. I don't know what this is. This might have been an Iron Man run or some shit. This is the Silver Snow from the channel, and then these two are playthroughs where I'm testing various meme builds with the Blue Lions. I guess we'll just go file 8. They said they'd never reach the file 8 again. But yet here I am. Look at him jump. Also, I'm going to point it out. I do not like Byleth's design. I think his outfit looks ridiculous. But the regular cast, like Edelgard, Dimitri, and Claude, I like their designs. I don't remember. Yeah, he is definitely no Sylvain. Sylvain's my spirit animal. I love Sylvain. Okay.
Ready and willing.
Claude, you're gonna talk to our boy, and then you're gonna give him everything you have.
I'll cut through.
Because this is the only time We're gonna have them.
I will prevail.
All right, Edelgard. Actually, I'll go over growth rates after this, once we get to Monastery. I like to play zoomed out. What is she doing? Eat. Oh my gosh, she's insane.
Stay focused.
One of the biggest quality of life things you can do for any maddening mode is to train up your units in bows. Bows are lifesavers for early game.
You have a strange aura about you.
Thanks, Edelgard. That's all she says. You have a strange aura about you. Just moves on. Oh, that would have been nice.
Well, how was that?
I'm impressed.
Magic Edelgard double attacks pretty well because she has actual strength to hold her spells. You spray she levels speed. Right, are you talking maddening mode or hard mode? Because doubling on maddening is a lot trickier than doubling on maddening. I mean on hard mode. It's harder to double in maddening. Unless your name is Petra. Really? Consistent doubling in maddening. So Edelgard's got disadvantage against swords, so I'm just gonna have Violet take these guys on.
Yes.
Violet, if you could dodge something, man, that'd be great.
This is a fine opportunity.
These tutorials should be turned off for maddening mode.
Now you know your limits.
I know, like, the crests give people, like, strength, like superhuman strength. Like, that's part of their lore.
As expected.
But goddamn, Edelgard juggles that axe like it's made of cardboard. Meanwhile, my dumbass would be struggling to hold that thing with 2 arms. You two go over here.
Attack when an ally is...
Okay. All right, Edelgard. There you go.
Your defeat was inevitable.
Oh, where's some passive healing when you need it? I think he lives. What does he have? 6 protection. 10. Yeah, no, he dies if they both hit him. If they both hit him. There's no way they both hit him. He's got weapon advantage over them and he's in a bush. There's no way in hell he gets hit by both of them. Violet, I swear, dude. You asshole. God. Come on. That's bull. Game over on the first map. Keyword is boon and bows. Magic bows, huh? Interesting. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of dark mages in this game. They just aren't that good.
Let's take down the...
Ready and willing. I'll cut through. Thank you.
Yeah, Lysithea is pretty damn good. I'm just saying, like, a class as a whole.
Stay focused.
They're definitely one of the weaker classes. I mean, granted, when you put anything next to Wyvern in this game,
You have
like, it's gonna be inferior because Wyverns are broken in Three Houses.
Your defeat was inevitable.
Will it?
Also, I will say about Three Houses, it is super easy to build supports. It's not like Fates where it's a real grind to get 2 units to A rank. But I feel like it should have been toned down a little bit. My guy actually gets hit by everything. He's just as bad as my Corrin.
Failure is not an option.
You didn't give it your all.
I don't know what's going on with chat, why it keeps disconnecting itself. That's kind of weird. Nice dodge. Violet, take notes. Yuritsa learns Darting Blow. A female-only skill is a budding talent, and Death Knight Mastery
Attack when
skill
an ally
is ranged
nearby,
counter.
and the
Yeah, I think I knew that Death Knight got ranged counter. That's pretty good. Like, usually you just had to use the chalice for that. To
Should I
have that skill. But Yuritsa just gets it for his class. Yeah, I should run Yuritsa. No. Go here. Just vulnerate because I know you're going to get hit by everything. Dimitri and Claude, you guys can continue your nice jog around Ramire Village. I think that's what it's called. Oh, now you want to dodge, you ass. He's just built different, Panda. Okay. Edelgard will be fine, even if she misses. But she doesn't miss.
Well, how was that?
That is that.
Points out that there's mercenaries here. Proceeds to charge them. Okay, we're gonna go here to take away this force from them, and also to keep Geralt away. I don't want Geralt stealing kills. He won't kill Kostas. He'll leave him at 1. But I don't want him sniping the other NPCs if it can be avoided.
Hey, you with the flank stare.
Yeet! Aww. Not even the crest proc. Please get defense.
must
Almost
all do
everything.
our part.
Almost everything but what I wanted him to get. He does a little trolling. And a little dodging also. That's nice. Nice job. Thanks, Gerald.
I'm here to win.
Do you plan on using the magic lance from the Hubert paralogue? I don't know. I don't think I've ever done the Hubert paralogue. I don't remember it.
Be mindful.
Oh, damn it. I'm going to have Edelgard do this. I want her to get the Costas kill, but I don't want this dude hanging around.
Now you know your limits.
We know he can't kill Byleth. Yeah, he doesn't have like armored blow or some shit like that. Yeah, he'll be fine. Part of the plan. Then Geralt will leave him on one.
What the? Aren't you Gerald the Bladebreaker? What's a renowned mercenary like you doing here?
I'm the one who should be complaining. I'm caught up in the mess you started.
Okay, see ya. Goodbye, Geralt. Geralt's like, I must go be with my people. All right, Edelgard. Bring it home.
Yeah, I'm gonna kill you where you stand.
There you go. Strength, dex, speed, luck, defense, and charm. Beautiful level up, Edelgard. And she gets another Iron Axe, and we will skip the dumbest cutscene. Or one of the dumbest cutscenes in the game. I agree. I agree. Oh, hi, Geralt. He just did a lap.
Did you just...
The Knights of Saros are here. We'll cut you down for terrorizing our students.
My thank you so much.
Captain
You haven't changed a bit,
I appreciate
Alois.
your help back
Just
there.
as loud as ever. Okay, I'm not gonna skip this because I want the friendship points with Edelgard.
No, we were doing
That would
too true. Everything because of that.
God, I love Claude.
Oh, personal.
me.
In any case,
I am a native
Your skill is
Golden
precisely
Deer
why I might as
student.
well-
Fear the Deer. Golden Deer was the
Please,
first
Lars,
route I played.
only please. Whoa,
Back in
I was personally
2019.
planning, but it seems there's
All right, Team Adrestian Empire.
A wise choice. Though the Empire has fallen from its former glory, the other regions are merely offshoots that pale in comparison.
Damn. She's talking all of this shit.
looks like
Like, look at these peasants next to me, Mr. Mercenary Man.
My.
Do you plan to use Trickster or any DLC class? I don't know. I don't really like them. Oh, no, what's the one that Happy gets? That one is... It's really nice. I really like Happy's DLC class. It works really well, especially giving her extra range for her spells. Couple that with Thyrsus. And then when she masters or gets S rank in dark magic, she gets another range point, so she can turn into a absolute sniper with magic. That's how I've always built my Happies. But the problem I have with the DLC classes is that they're not like master class level. They're advanced class level. So they're not end game level. If you try to run those classes, except Happy's class end game, you're gonna have a really bad time. At least in my experience. His smile is striking, but that smile doesn't reach his eyes. He seems quite sincere, but I sense darkness lurking beneath, like he'll snap and just kill everybody at a moment's notice. She is a refined young woman, but I feel as though she's always evaluating me. And she seems to have a really awkward relationship with Dimitri, and it just doesn't feel right. Like I can hear Sweet Home Alabama playing in my head, but I don't know what it means. Try to outrun the line. Skip.
The continent of Fodland.
Okay. Don't worry, we're not going to skip all of the dialogue. We're just getting to we're getting through the basics. I can't believe it. Forced back into the Knights of Saros. Warmonk has Brawl Avoid. Brawling isn't really an issue, though. I like this cutscene, so we'll let it play. Look at our boy. If you watch the cutscene really closely, you can see some design differences from the characters in the cutscenes versus what they actually wear. Marianne looked like she hadn't slept in like 3 days. Yeah, here's the squad. Look at these units. Look at that man. Look at that Ferdinand. The Lindhart. Yeah, Bernie! My favorite personal units, the Blue Lions, and best girl Annette. Don't at me. My man Sylvain. My boy Dedue. Just released the new Dedue 12s. The freshest Fodland sneakers around. Doesn't help. Claude tries to make Dimitri confess about his feelings for Edelgard in the mock battle. Yep. I know exactly which dialogue you're talking about. And what's funny is that I don't think Claude knows, like, their history.
I assume to stop that once you...
Like, Claude would get Dimitri or Edelgard to fess up to it. And then he would learn the truth. He'd be like, oh. Oh, God. Oh, what have I done?
Ah, Frank Canton. You saved now. You.
That would kill Claude's passion for learning. Like, he would just quit going to the library. He's like, you know what? Knowledge is overrated. Okay, we will do the Black Eagles last. We'll talk to the invisible gatekeeper.
Must be the new professor. What a pleasure. As for me, my job is to stand here at this glorious entrance.
It's his imaginary friend.
The comings and goings of everyone. Make folks smile, you know? And by that, I mean to vigilantly guard this entrance with my very life. No levity whatsoever. As of now, nothing to report.
Huh?
Not even my own existence.
Huh?
Greetings, Professor.
Yes.
Okay, so one thing I always like to do in maddening mode is I try to recruit every single student that I can, and it's pretty easy. Like, I have this game optimized. If you guys have never seen one of my playthroughs of Three Houses before, I have this game optimized to a T. So recruiting all the students isn't that difficult.
What do you think?
But I like to do it so I can get more paralogs and I can get items like Thyrsus, which are super helpful. But the problem I have with recruiting in this game is that if you don't get a student recruited early, the game is going to cripple them. So if you try to recruit a student late in part 1, they're going to be almost unusable.
Hi there.
And it sucks. Like, they're going to have like no class experience in anything. They're going to be in a random class. Not random class, but like random class growth. It's terrible. But anyways, we gotta let Best Girl speak.
And who's this? You don't look familiar at all. Do you work here at the monastery?
Oh, Mercy. Do you think this is that mercenary people have been talking about?
Now that I think about it, that does sound like something Dimitri may have said. I suppose you'll be enrolling at the Officers Academy too, then? Well, it's a pleasure to meet you. My name is Mercedes, and this is my best friend.
I'm Annette. It's nice to meet you.
All right. So Annette, this isn't like bias or anything, right? Just as from a gameplay perspective, in Three Houses, I personally think, I'm not trolling or anything, I personally think Annette is the most underrated character as a unit in Three Houses. Like, and if you want proof of that, go watch my Silver Snow playthrough. Because Bolt Axe Annette on a Wyvern is insane. She becomes one of my bulkiest units on the entire team, and there's not very many units she can't one-shot. She's actually insane. If you keep her down a magic class for a little bit, and then put her on a Wyvern. Put her on a Wyvern around mid-game. She becomes insane. She will carry entire maps. So people are saying, oh, mages aren't that good on maddening mode, or rally isn't as good in Three Houses as it was in Fates. Like, you're using her wrong. Yeah. I wish more people knew about just how good Annette really is.
Okay.
And she doesn't even take that much investing.
Right.
But anyways. Actually, does Claude ever learn about the whole step siblings? No, I don't think he ever does.
Hey.
I can't see support. Otherwise, I'd check who he can support with. I don't think Claude ever learns.
I am Hugh.
Oh, sorry. I meant to hear what these guys have to say.
True that you saved Edelgard? That's incredible. The name's Caspar, by the way. Pleased to meet you.
Linhard, goodbye.
Yeesh, Leonard. How'd you get into the academy with those manners? So, are you a student here too? Maybe we'll be in the same class.
Yeah, hold on, guys. Let me see if I have a... I think I have a screenshot of one of my Annette builds. I'll turn that off real quick. Let me see here. I have future thumbnails saved as screenshots or potential thumbnails, and I don't want to give anything away. Oh, shoot, that's right. They all got removed because I had to soft reset my Switch because it corrupted. That's right. Or, like, factory reset my Switch. But I backed him up. Yeah, here we go. Perfect. I also want to figure out how to do this real quick, just because I think it'd be nice for future comparisons on stream. Whoops. Oh no, I know an easier way to do this. Derp. Derp. I don't know why I didn't think of this before. Also, I really like the music in this game, so I don't mind listening to it for a little bit. Oh shoot, this would be monitor 1? Nope. It is in fact the other monitor. Yeah, here we go. Yeah, this is my cursor going crazy, but here's what I'm talking about. Like, look at this unit. 31 defense, 27 charm, 40 magic, 29 speed. This is an absolute beast of a unit. All right, where were we? Talking to people. Oh, apparently we found Ferdinand.
Well, aren't you just lovely? Is this your first time in the monastery? Shall I show you around?
Oh, my name is Dorothea. Before I joined the academy, I was a member of an opera company in the Empire. You should hear me sing sometime.
I don't get the hype around Dorothea.
Come on.
I know she's like the most popular female unit in the game, and I don't know why.
What? I don't
Why isn't it Bernie? Everybody loves Bernie.
This is no stranger.
Bernie's
Our house
goated.
leader owes this person a great debt.
Aw, rest
Is
in
that not
peace.
right? I am Ferdinand von Eyre, legitimate son of the Eyre family, the Empire's foremost house. Are you going to join our class? I look forward to getting better acquainted with you.
Rest in peace, Billy Kometz. Dr. Maruki. Ferdinand von Eyre. A true legend, man. What's up, Dimitri?
Please accept my... I am, of course, delightful. In any case, I hear you're investigating the different houses here. Did any of the...
Yeah. We know our Blue Lions. I'm gonna try to focus on this playthrough, though, with our Black Eagle comrades.
Well,
I don't know why the
guess
good people have to die
guess-
young.
Have you met the folks from the Golden Deer House?
Let's see. Priority recruits. I definitely want Lauren's early just for Thyrsis. I would really like to get Annette early. But if I can't get her early, we won't use her. Just because for her to be viable, for her to hit her true potential, which I guess is true for any unit, you have to recruit them super early. And on New Game Minus, that's kind of difficult. Felix makes a pretty damn good sniper. But yeah, I like the Black Eagle class, but we'll go over them here in just a second. Actually, right now, actually, because we already talked to the other house leader. So now it's time to scout everybody and kind of go over what my plans for everybody are.
Yes.
Pardon me.
Dorothea even made a tweet saying goodbye B when he died. Oh man, the reference to their support line also.
So, you've accepted a teaching position here. Pity. I was hoping you would lend your strength to the Empire.
Yeah, about that
I
actually.
never properly introduced myself, did I? My name is Edelgard von Hresburg. I am the princess and heir apparent of the Adrestian Empire.
By the
I
way,
wonder
have
if
you
you'll
seen
be tasked
Dimitri?
with leading the Black Eagles. I hope you've had a chance to meet everyone. Would you like to know more about any of the Black Eagles?
I would.
Me? Well, some think I'm a bit distant, arrogant even, but there's little to be done. One day I must rise to become Adrestia's next emperor. What else? Well, it seems to me that we may have similar personalities.
Hey, that's disrespectful. Anyway, here's Edelgard. Yeah, I made nice visuals this time for everybody. She has the second highest strength growth in the game. She's tied with Felix at 55%. And by the way, these numbers don't factor in classes. This is base growths. She's got damn good strength. She has solid magic, solid dex, incredible charm. Her defense and res are, I think they're kind of mid as is, but when you put her in an armored class, she's going to become really tanky. Not very good luck, so hit rate's going to be a bit of a problem with her. Her speed's all right. You can put her down a mage class or mercenary if you really want to help her with that, or assassin if you really want to help her with speed, but she doesn't really need speed if you put her down the Flame Emperor class. Just an armor knight, so I'm not going to really prioritize her speed. I mostly just want to get her bulk and strength. And HP will follow suit. If you work on her defense and res, HP will come naturally. So she's going to go down an armor knight class at first for me. I want her to get, oh, what is it? Pavis or Agus, whatever. I think it's Pavis that she gets from that. Before she automatically changes herself over to Flame Emperor. And then maybe we'll put her on a Wyvern at some point. Probably not. Also listening to the Three Hopes supports with Ferdinand has sad undertone to all of them, knowing he was dying during voicing them. Lysithia support is haunting with context. Oh, really? I have never played Three Hopes, and I've never seen any of the supports, but now I am intrigued. But let's continue on with Hubert.
Hubert is the heir of Marquis Vestra. He has served me since I was a child. You may think his blood runs a bit cold, but actually that's rather accurate. Still, if you can get past that, you'll see he's quite astute and reasonable.
I have no idea what I'm gonna do with Hubert. That magic bow route has piqued my interest though. Anyway, here's his growths. Pretty bad strength, pretty bad defense. At best, he's going to be a glass cannon. He's got actually pretty solid speed. Great magic. Great dex. He's got pretty decent res. His HP needs some love, though. That's his biggest drawback right now. Because, I mean, lacking defense, you expect that out of a mage. But HP is what cripples a mage. So hopefully we get good HP growths. And yeah, that's about all I can say about Hubert. Anyway, speaking of Ferdinand.
For some reason, he thinks of me as a bitter rival and is always trying to challenge me. It's terribly irritating. His house is that of Duke Ire, which produces Adrestia's prime ministers. That family is perhaps too pleased with its own status.
Ferdinand is one of the best units in the game for me. Not royal wise, I mean. It's mostly just, not mostly, but it's a large part because he gets swift strikes from lances. So putting him on a Wyvern really helps him out with his strength and defense. And he has great speed to complement it. And then you throw in Swift Strikes with him, and he becomes just a monster. He will tear up late game. And you can actually turn Ferdinand into a dodge tank. I've never really fully committed to that, but you can get him Alert Stance Plus, and it pairs really well with his Confidence personal skill. And also it just helps that he doesn't have any weaknesses. Like, there's no subject he can't be pushed down. But yeah, I really like Ferdinand. He's going to be putting in a lot of work for us. You plan to make your dancer? That's going to be Dorothea. We'll get to her in a second, because right now it's Linhart's turn.
He's remarkably intelligent, but he only wishes to apply himself to tasks that particularly interest him, and nothing else. He's also fond of, well, napping. If he had any work ethic or sense of duty to speak of, I suppose he would be destined to become an official of the Empire.
So Linhart, I don't have too much experience with him. Usually whenever I run this game, I always try to prefer Mercedes or Marianne over him. I think those two are just better overall healers than him, but Linhart's still a pretty damn solid healer. Like, all three routes get access to a pretty good healer. He's got great magic growth, he's got great res, but everything else he's just kind of bad at. So he's either just gonna be a healer or nothing else. His only real option is a healer. He's not going to be a very good mage unless you can get lucky on his speed growths, but he has no physical defense and no HP, so if he gets hit by anything other than a magic attack, he's just going to melt. But with that being said, he is a really good sponge for mages. He's going to be a really good mage sponge. So we got Caspar.
He's the second son of Count Burgleys. He has no inheritance in his future, which is perhaps why he's always so eager to prove himself. He's overly energetic and rushes headfirst into any battle. If he ends up in your care, be sure to keep a close eye on him.
So here's Caspar. He's got really good HP growth, solid strength, dex, and speed. But what he lacks is bulk and charm. But Caspar doesn't really care about using battalions because, again, his weakness is in authority. Yeah, Caspar is overshadowed not just by Edelgard, but he's overshadowed by every single other unit that wants to go down a heavy knight path. I'm talking Raphael, I'm talking Balthus, I'm talking Dedue. Like, they all thrive more than him. They have better skills, or better personal skill, I think. Except Raphael. Raphael's isn't that great, but they have better bulk, which makes them just better suited for late game. So really with Caspar, you just have to fully commit to his brawler path, which, I mean, it fits his personality. But even as an armor knight, it isn't really going to do much for his defense. So the best thing to do for Caspar is just to prioritize his HP and strength and take advantage of his speed and keep him down the War Master path. I might put him down an armored knight path for a little bit, but I don't know. But he's mostly just going to focus on brawling. That's going to be his thing. Hilda and Caspar support? I might have, but I just don't remember it. Here's our girl.
She's Count Varley's only daughter. I suppose you could say she's a bit eccentric, but she seems like a gentle soul. I believe she shut herself away in her quarters and doesn't care to leave, but don't worry, I'll make sure she finds her way to class.
So, I love Bernie. I love Bernie a lot. Where is her? There it is. So Bernie, her personal skill is really good early game, but it falls off a little, not quite a bit, but it falls off more than a little bit in late game, just because +5 attack isn't as good as it is in early game, but that's just relatively speaking. It's all in perspective. Like it just seems like it falls off because of how good this personal skill is when she's in early game. So it's still helpful for her, but usually with a unit as frail as Bernie, you don't want to keep her damaged. You want to keep her full just in case she has to take a hit. So there's a fine line to walk with it. It's definitely one of the better personal skills in this game. Her crest skill, though, is really nice when it procs. It'll give her an extra attack. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. It'll give her sometimes an extra attack. Now, comparing her to Ash and Ignatz, the other two, I guess, primary, hey, we're archer units in the game, Bernie is easily the best. She's got decent strength. She has great speed and dexterity. She lacks defense, but so do the other archers. So she is the best base archer in the game. But if you're talking overall archers, like if everybody were to go down the archer path, she would be shown up by like Felix and Dimitri. Even Leonie can become a better archer than her, but she's still a top 5 archer in the game. I always like to push Bernie down to Bow Knight. I know people don't really like Bow Knight, but I really like Bow Knight. I think Bow Knight is a very slept on class just because she becomes really good at dead-eyeing enemies from a distance and baiting people in. Because I play a very defensive style in just Fire Emblem games in general. So being able to reliably bait enemies into my lines and formations is super nice. So Bernie works really well for my play style. Yeah, and Closer is also really nice. Yeah, Bernie's a really solid unit. Going to her stats, she needs help with strength. And the best way you can do that is pushing her down a brigand route for as long as you can. You're not going to do much for her defense and res. So there's no point in trying to push her down in armor class, trying to help her with her defense. You can have her take a certification to give her the extra bonus points in defense and then just immediately put her back in brigand or archer. But then you have to train up her axe and heavy armor, and those are weaknesses for her, and she really doesn't want to do that. So it takes a lot of investment for not a whole lot of payout. So it's better just to keep Bernie in the brigand route. One unfun fact? Yeah, hit me. But yeah, Bernie's going to be going down the brigand route just to help her as much as we can with her strength. And then from there, she's going to go down the Bow Knight path. But that's like a late game thing. Here we have Dorothea.
Commoners have joined the Black Eagle House, but Dorothea is an exception. She's a songstress from a famous opera company in the Empire. I'm not entirely sure what brought her to the Officers' Academy.
I always find that line of dialogue from Edelgard interesting. Like, few commoners ever join the Black Eagle House. Like, what are all the other students that are in the classrooms? Like, are all of them Blue Lion and Golden Deer? I don't know. It just seems weird to me. Anyways, Dorothea. I do not like Dorothea. I don't really care much for her personality, like as a person-wise, I guess. But even as a unit, I find her lacking. I just can't seem to make her work. Her bulk is non-existent. She has no defense. Her res and HP are mediocre in my opinion. But she doesn't really go down any classes that help her with it. So she does lag behind in all of those stats, regardless of what you do with her, unless you take her down a route that she doesn't want to go down. That's why I always make her my dancer. I think Dorothea is probably one of the best dancers in the game, I think Mary Ann is the single best dancer in the game, and it's not even close. Then I really like Flane as a dancer, and then I would put Dorothea as third best dancer. But Dorothea can still put in work as a dancer, mostly just by dancing. But she had... That's the frustrating thing about Dorothea. She doesn't excel in any physical stats like magic or strength, and she doesn't excel in any bulk. But she can become kind of speedy, and she has great charms, so she could become an absolute unit with battalions, but she just doesn't have the stats to back her up. And it's really unfortunate for her. So I think Dorothea is one of the more overrated units in the game. But she does work really well as a dancer. But she's not going to be putting in a whole lot of work. I mean, her meteor skill is nice late game, but that's so niche. If you don't recruit Marianne in part 1, a rope and chair shows up in her room in part 2. Oh, what? That is crazy. When I'm editing this down, I gotta look into that. That's wild. Usually I always recruit Marianne, so I don't normally see that. And lastly, we have Petra.
To the west of Fodlan is an archipelago called Brigid. Petra is the granddaughter of their king.
And she's a hostage.
Is a vassal state of the Empire, which is how she came to be enrolled here. She's incredibly smart and studious.
All right, Petra. Petra is the fastest unit in the entire game, and she's the only unit in maddening mode that can consistently double enemies late game without like a lot of stat boosters fed to them. Petra, though, is held back by her strength. She wants to be put in a class that will complement her strength. She's kind of like Caspar in a weird way, where Caspar wants a class that can, and Caspar and Bernie, where they want to be in a class that can complement their strength and just give them that little edge that they need to get consistent, hard-hitting strength to them. And neither of them have good bulk. Petra has really bad bulk, or bad growth in her bulk. But if you push her down the Pegasus Knight route, she will become a really solid unit. Pegasus units are really good. Just flyers in general in Three Houses are really good. Personally, I like putting Petra on a Wyvern for late game, just because it helps her with her defense and strength a lot more. But if you want to build a dodge tank Petra, you can absolutely just keep her on a Pegasus, and she will just dodge everything. But I think making a dodge tank Petra is kind of a waste of her talents. You should be taking advantage of that incredible speed growth and giving her the help she wants in strength to help push her into an incredible unit. And she can become really good if she gets lucky on her strength growths. So getting her into Brigand is going to be our top priority. Man kind of blends into the background in most people's runs because she just isn't there for Gronder Field. Really? Huh. Never thought of that before. But anyway, that's the squad. That's who we're working with.
I appreciate your effort.
And Edelgard just gave... Rhea just gave us 500 gold, a sword, and a potion to talk to students.
How are you enjoying your time at the...
And you can't skip this. My boy Hanneman.
So you have...
Black
Your
Eagles.
heart has made it...
They are.
Brother?
I'm.
No.
Sup, Flame?
Oh, I am.
I can't wait to kill you in part 2. Actually, you can spare Flame. I forgot.
Wait, so our new professor is you? I didn't see that one coming.
Neither did I.
Easy, Caspar. Aren't you being a bit rude?
You know it's a waste of time to expect politeness from him.
Why is everyone dogging on my
It
boy?
will be a pleasure learning from you, Professor. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm off to take a nap.
Don't look at me like that! Oh, and please don't talk to me too much either. I'm sorry for the chaos you've walked into.
I hear we are rather close in age, Professor. I hope you do not mind if we treat you like one of us. In our class, we try to treat each other as equals, despite any differences in age or status. Personally, I would love to include you in that inner circle.
I really hope they make a sequel to Three Houses, but you're like a student though. I think that'd be fun.
Professor. I will take great joy from your teachings. Petra, I believe you mean to say that our professor has guts. That's a bit different from having a gut. You can't go around saying someone so slim and attractive has a gut.
Take a cold shower, you thirsty bitch.
Please take my apologies. I have not yet mastered this language.
That makes two of us.
Professor, I want you to know that it's perfectly acceptable for you to treat me as you do the others.
Simp.
I may be the Imperial Princess, but here at the Academy, I'm just another student. That said, know that I have high expectations of you, and high hopes. But I'm certain you can lead the Black Eagle House to greatness.
Sure, sure. Now let's break the ice with a training session. I want to see our new teacher in action.
Hell yeah.
The ice be broken. Is this a custom I have missed in my studies?
Not real ice, just the ice of, well, it just means let's get to know each other.
I don't want to train. Let's stay in the classroom and learn from a book. Let's all calm down and have a nice cup of tea, how about? Doesn't that sound lovely, Professor?
Anarchy! Let's start breaking
I know we
shit.
all agreed to treat each other as equals, but there is a limit to what I can tolerate. The esteemed Black Eagle House requires order.
Looks like your first job will be to quiet down this racket. I don't envy you.
God, what's his name? The actor who plays Hubert. I really like him. He plays Akechi in Persona 5. Oh, I love his work. He's a great voice actor.
They're not normally this rowdy.
Caspar's in the
you can
background
manage,
breaking windows. Anarchy! Riot! $1,000 gold.
Say,
Skip.
With each moon, it notes pay care.
Yeah, whatever. I don't think there's any lost items yet.
Professor.
Alois makes a good guard
The
adjutant.
other two houses. Do not underestimate them. When we take the field, it would be best not to engage the both of them at once.
Some believe the dignity of the Empire rests on the results of the mock battle. That's an overstatement, of course.
No, it's not.
Still, we must do our best to prevail. You should take the time to learn each student's abilities. Perhaps you look as if...
No, the alumni go crazy over the mock battle.
So, these are the commoners as a root. Speaking of,
They go crazier for the mock battle than they do the battle of the eagle and lion.
Yes. Let me know when you. I will make you. I have a request.
Take Dedue's seeds. The game devs absolutely knew what they were doing.
Hello.
Hey, Teach, I'm not gonna. Hey, Teach, I'm not gonna.
Oh, for me.
Whoop. There we go.
It may have been.
I always like to talk to units just so I can try to get as much friendship out of them as I
I've got
can.
a small favor to ask.
Bernie.
I don't hope you're okay with...
I could just forget all about my assignment.
Yeah, I always kiss up to them. I always give them the answer they want to hear. It's all for friendship and support.
Oh, there are so many rare flowers I'd never seen back. You should try look.
Plant deduce seed.
My thanks.
Whoops, I meant to cultivate that. Always go with the best option. Okay, so the fish keeper.
No.
The way I always play maddening mode, and the best thing you can do for yourself is every month you get, or let me take a step back. So there's going to be, I don't remember what month it is, but there's a month where the merchant map becomes available to play, where it's like a quest where if you beat the map, then you get more merchants at the marketplace. And you want to do their map as soon as you can, because one of the merchants will sell fish bait. And the way I always play these maddening modes is every month I always clean them out of all the fish bait, all of them. And then I don't use it until the ethereal moon, which is when you get the fistfuls of fish event. And then you dump all of the bait you've accumulated over those months in the game. And it gives you so much professor level. It is super easy to hit professor rank level S and just max out your professor level before part 1 even ends. Again, I have this super optimized, so just a tip for anybody who doesn't know: buy the fishing bait, save it for the ethereal moon, and then use it all in the ethereal moon, and then just rinse and repeat every fistfuls of fish event. You will be maxed out in professor level before the end of part 1. Where? Oh, Cyril.
Let's see. I'm a little busy. I really.
Cyril, the first unit with aptitude to be ass.
Unbelievable. The Imperial. If you're at well.
Hello there, Professor. Well, I call you that, but I am afraid I am not a student here myself.
Where can I visit you then is crazy.
Should the opportunity arise, I would love to become a student and begin my studies in earnest. The monastery is kind enough to provide a sanctuary for my... Might you help me with a favor?
Fish bait, fish bait. I want fish bait. Yeah. Bila just now realized he's in the dining hall. It's like, oh, I'm in the dining hall now.
Greetings. Professor, if my way...
Where's everybody else? I have seen Claude and Flane's support.
Do you want something? I can't right now.
Ugh, why can't the dining hall stay? Ugh, I really need to eat. I can't hold out until the next meal. Why can't the dining hall stay open all the time? I need to keep eating if I want to get stronger.
It's weird that Raphael's voice actor gave him that little accent there for that one line of dialogue, and then it never comes up again. Anyways. Today's special. So I'm going to use this to recruit. So the way I always use professor points is I always use it, like all my professor points or activity points always goes to dining. First priority is to get the motivation of your students up. The second priority is to use it for recruiting. So once you get all your students motivated that you're teaching, move on to students you want to recruit. You will build support with them super fast. And you get a good amount of professor experience from this, which goes a long way to maxing it out. You can get more professor experience doing the fighting tournaments, but that's only if you win. So if you're done with recruiting and you know you got a good bulky unit that can solo any real physical tournament that they're in, you can get a lot more professor experience that way in the tournament. But until then, keep recruiting. And I always advise people just to always recruit. Like, just get the paralogs. You don't even have to use the units. Like, I don't plan on using any of the units for the most part that I recruit. I just want their paralogs, which gives way more experience than just the regular auxiliary battle. So I'm going to use this first one to recruit. I want a net. Normally I would go for Hilda because Hilda is actually a really solid unit. She's probably top 3 flyers in the entire game. But you can't keep her in Crimson Flower. At least I don't think. I'm almost positive you can't keep her in Crimson Flower. I don't even think you can support her. Or you might be able to... No, I can't remember. We're going to go for a net, and I'm just going to make Edelgard happy. And that's going to be my top recruiting priority.
Ooh. Oh.
Boink.
Nice. I knew I could count on you.
What is Raphael doing? Are you good, man? Yeah, that's what I thought. Because, like, you get her missing items, but you just can't ever return them to her. It's really weird. Anyway, Flane wants us to catch her a fish. And all you get is the small blues here, so there's no point in trying to wait it out. The fishing stream is gonna go hard though. What makes fishing so good though is that it doesn't take activity points. But if it did, it'd be completely useless. Like 1 activity point for 10 to 20 experience.
You have helped me so much.
I caught a fish for Flane and she just gives me 6 dead fish. Like she just pulls them out of her pocket. She's like, "Hi, Professor. I just keep these in my pockets. It's 6 dead fish. All for you." Anyways, let's keep talking to people. The amiibo gazebo. It's mostly just tea leaves that you get out of it, so I really don't mind using it.
It's too bad.
It doesn't really have an effect on the difficulty as a whole.
Indeed.
Yeah, see, the NPC agrees.
Hello, Professor. I have a teeny tiny question for you, if that's all right. You haven't seen a man with hair the same color as mine, a scowling face, and a generally gloomy demeanor, have you?
Oh, shoot, I can't remember. I think it's looking for someone?
Well, yes.
Yeah, there we go.
It's a bit difficult to explain. Please just let me know if you do see him, okay?
Okay.
As part assisting.
Yes. I hear it is. That is what let us hope.
Okay.
There's so much foreshadowing.
It is set, of course. The exact.
I wish this game didn't foreshadow its own plot super hard.
Hi, Professor. It's absolutely
absolutely loaded with valuable information. I only in a matter.
Simp. I have to simp. If there's any life lesson to take away from playing a Fire Emblem game, it's that you should always simp for people and just tell them what they want to hear. Because that gets you further in life.
Right. Before that's where. Oh, but Annie was.
Here's the story. The blue lube, the library. If you find.
Yeah, whatever. Doesn't she have to go bully Dedu or some shit?
Listen. Let me the E and black.
Hey, there he is.
I care if you have.
Listen to this. Wow, I kind of. After that, I don't think I could hold my own against Yuritsa in battle. Well, I could probably take you, though.
Not a chance.
You really think so?
I'd mop the floor with you, boy. Respect your elders. But you're only like 2 years older than me. Respect your elders. Did I not? Oh.
This is the too bad we want.
Our house is golden, all three of them.
Nice. Anyways. Moving on. I think that's everybody. Yep.
Much appreciated.
Always buy flowers or invite to tea. It's free support. Oh gosh, this fucking map. This is unironically one of the hardest maps.
It's finally time for the mock battle. This is my chance to measure your worth as an instructor. Do you think you can rise to the challenge?
Leave it to me.
So confident. This will be interesting. Each of us has undergone strict training. We're prepared for anything that comes our way. That means there's no need to hold back. Show us what you're capable of.
Hey there. Did we miss our invite to this strategy meeting? No, no worries. We'll just join in now.
Simply tell me your weaknesses and you're welcome to stay. But is there enough time to cover them all?
Ah, so you can't win unless you know my weakness. Poor princess. You really should believe in yourself more.
I aspire to be like Claude.
Pursuing victory. As a master of schemes, I should think you would understand.
Schemes? Me? I have no idea what you're talking about. I plan to fight fair and square as ever.
Look, I love Claude, but they always hype him up to be this master strategist, always scheming and coming up with brilliant ideas. But even in Golden Deer Route, he doesn't really come up with anything. Like, he doesn't really get to let it shine.
Hearing the words fair and square from Claude can only be a bad omen.
Why does everybody hate Claude?
You haven't known me for very long, but you already have me figured out, don't you?
No need to poke fun. I will fight with honor. That said, I will fight to win.
Yes, and the same is true of us. Right, Professor?
No.
If that is how you feel, then I will not hold back.
Oh, trust me, I know.
Oh, how precious.
While I am pleased. Ah, Edelgard.
Aw, damn it, I missed their flirting. Oh well. Sweet home Alabama. I need to get that as a soundbite on my soundboard here. But I don't know if there's, I don't remember Black Eagle dialogue too much. I don't know if they have any of those moments. I know there's quite a bit of them in Azure Moon. Okay, starting lineups for Chapter 1. I want Ferdinand. So here's what we're working with. So what's gonna happen is you break them up into two groups. This is group 1. Ignatz, Lorenz, and Ash. Group 2 is gonna be Dedu, Dimitri, and Mercedes. And then group 3 is gonna be Claude and Hilda. And then group 4 is Manuela and Hanneman. Incested my Fire Emblem It's in like all the Fire Emblems. Like in Fates, you can actually marry and have a child with your half siblings. Because the Hoshidan royal family, they're your half siblings. You share a mother with them, but not a father. So they're your half siblings. And you can still have kids with them. It's really, really weird. And isn't like Sacred Stone's whole thing about like why incest is a bad thing, or am I thinking of a different GBA game? Either way, yeah, Fire Emblem and incest have oh yeah, Azura, your first cousin. You can marry and have a kid with your first cousin, or kids, because if you're male core and you get Kana and Shigure. Yeah, that was weird. What's funny is that Azura was the first female S support I had in Birthright. My very first Birthright playthrough, I married Azura. And then the Revelation DLC came out later and I played it. I'm like, oh God. Oh, like Anakin Skywalker. What have I done? Oh, fuck's sakes, Fire Emblem. Anyway, back to the strategy of this. So group 1's going to rush you from the get-go. Once they're done with, group 2's going to rush you. And then you have to approach group 3 and bait them out. And then you can deal with the professors. Group 1 isn't that hard. Ignatz isn't that scary, and neither is Ash. But what's really terrifying is Dedue and Dimitri. These two are terrifying. Dimitri has 21 attack and 11 defense with 10 attack speed. Dedue has 6 attack speed, which isn't that bad, but he has 22 attack, 12 protection. Oh God, he's terrifying. And his personal skill gives him +4 defense every time he waits. So the best way to fight Dedue is to let him attack you on enemy phase. But where their weakness is in their resilience, or their res, as some might call it. So for that alone, I want Hubert. And then to round out the starters, we're going to bring Bernie. I want a bow user, because Linhardt can't heal yet. He can heal himself with Nosferatu, but that's really it. So what do you got? You got 6 protection to Edelgard's 7, 4, 4, 6. Okay. Whoop. Fun fact. Erica and Ephraim's legendary weapons are named after incestuous twins in Greek lore. Oh my gosh. That's weird. That's so weird.
The mock battle is finally here. Will you lead us to victory?
I'm sure you already understand. Incidentally,
They say the house that defeats the most others is the winner, yet these two houses are teaming. That's kind of bull, if you ask me. So let's go here. What's your...
I am Ferdinand von Eyre.
I didn't know if I had any support skills.
As you wish.
Oh no.
None of your shallow tactics are required, Claude. Ignatz and I will dismantle the opposition.
Me? But I'm not ready.
If I was Ignatz, I'd be like, hell no, you're not dragging me into this shit. I'm staying here by the trees where it's safe.
Ash, can you move to the front lines? I want to lure the enemy this way.
Got it, Your Highness. Leave it to me.
Once you finish preparing, make your move. Dedue, Mercedes, keep our enemy occupied until then. I'm on it.
Oh my. We'll try our best.
Nah, it's crazy that the Blue Lions chose Mercedes over Felix. Like, they chose Ash and Mercedes over, like, Ingrid and Sylvain and Felix. It's crazy. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Yeah, I'd want to save as much of Hubert's magic for Dimitri and Dedue as I can. Ignatz has 14 attack to Ash's 14. Okay. Florence 15. So first order of business is to get Lawrence out of the way. Yeah, anyone can tank a hit from Ash. So if we can leave him alone, that'll be fine. Does he have 4? Yeah, he won't be able to reach Ignatz. He's going to be able to go right here. I mean, you can poke him with a bow if we wanted, but no, that's not very viable. Okay, so if we do that, Ferdinand goes down to 10 hit points. With 6 protection, Ash would do 8 to him. And with 10 AS, he doubles, so he would kill Ferdinand. So we're going to curve shot him. Again, bows are the single best weapon in the entire game in the early game. Now, you can make a case for bows still being the best weapon in the game, even in late game. But they're the undisputed champs of part 1. How many? Oh, I thought I had 3 iron swords and I was really confused for a second. I need Lawrence out of the way so Byleth can run up and hit Ignatz. Oh, where's a dual strike when you need one? Also doesn't help that experience growth is halved in maddening mode. There we go.
I lost? Only a fool challenges me.
Hey!
I've lost.
Witness my power.
What does Edelgard's crest do again? They say Saint Seros bore this minor crest and passed it down through House Hrestfell. Sometimes races might. Okay. Let's just go ahead and chill.
Well done, Teach. I may have to take this seriously after all.
They do that, and then they just stand there. Good job, Bernie. Are men really this bored? What do you mean by that? Okay, Edelgard, I don't want you to kill. I just want you to chip.
I'd rather retreat.
Nah, Bernie, you're fine. You're damaged. You do a lot of damage. Yeah. Look at that shit. Get him, Bernie.
So strong. Have to do better next time.
Ash, your bow is going through your hand. Okay, these guys are gonna march to us. Or not? Huh. I could have swore they charged.
Are you really gonna fight two houses at once? An impressive display of confidence.
This is a good opportunity for us.
Yeah, there it is.
Forge ahead.
Uh-oh. Oh, shit. Oh, I've made a mistake. I have made a very big mistake. Okay, Mercedes doesn't scare me at all. Is there a way I can separate these two? Yes, right here. Oh, never mind. I mean, I can get him right here, but I do not want to move closer to that. God, where's a battalion when you need one? Edelgard, go into the trees. Byleth also go in. Okay, only Dedue can get the thicket. Can I grab the thicket? Ooh. Yeah, but Hanneman's gonna step in and just smoke me. Yeah, so this is safe.
You're a tough opponent, but I refuse to yield.
Oh, God.
Into believing I will hold back.
Go easy on me, Senpai. Oh, God. Nice.
Forgive me.
That went well. Okay. It's faster just to reload. That didn't go well. Okay. Fine. We'll do it the long way. I totally forgot that aggroed Claude and Hilda. What the hell am I thinking of? Because normally Claude and Hilda just sit there in the trees until you aggro them. They don't self-aggro.
I'm sure you already understand.
Stay focused.
All right, same setup.
I am Ferdinand von Eyre.
Oh no.
I will prevail.
As you wish.
None of yours. Me.
Okay, my pilot just really loves to be hit by everything. Yeah, Bernie, go into the thicket. What does Claude have? Training, okay. Sniping Claude, though, when he's in the thicket, it's not happening. If you can hit him, though, it's really helpful. You have a bow, right? Yeah, you do have a bow. What do you do with... Oh my gosh. Good enough for me. Friendship. Right in the groin.
Well done.
Oh, interesting. That's actually really bad because it just takes up another miasma attack. And now Bernie doesn't get her personal. I mean, I can put her in range of Claude. But Claude, I'm pretty sure one rounds her.
Let's use the forest to set up an ambush. I'm counting on your support, everyone.
Everyone, he just means Hilda.
If there...
Gerald's just backseat navigating. Just shouting from the hills, hey! If they're in the trees! And everyone's like, shut up, Gerald! Okay, we've got 3 left. Okay. Edelgard's gonna be really nice here for dealing with Hilda. Let's just scout it out real quick. Yeah, look at that hit rate. Nice 47%er. Yeah.
Well, we're surrounded. All we can do is fight back with all our might.
They say they're surrounded, but everybody's on the same team as them except us. This chapter is actually really easy on Azure Moon because you can just put Annette here in the tree and have her rally strength to Dedue, who gets +4 defense on his personal skill. And then he just tanks Hilda and Claude. It's really nice. But I don't have that, so... You know what? I'm feeling adventurous. Get him, Bernie! Yeah, we got her! Yeah. That's what I'm talking about. What's her protection? 7. 11 damage. Yeah, she's fine. She'll be fine. Okay, we don't want to aggro Manuela. Man, a Bernie and Marianne conversation would have gone hard in this game. Anyway, I want to see if Bernie can get a kill there, so let's hold off on her. Nice dodge. Right, Ferdinand, that's your personal skill coming in clutch, huh? I'd like to save Edelgard for Claude, so let's try to make this work. Dodge! Yeah, there you go, Ferdinand. Okay. Mr. Dr. Professor Byleth. 20 attack. That's 8. Yeah, okay.
Should I have held back?
All right, Edelgard. Get him.
Look at that, a real-life princess. I'll have to be careful not to scar that little face of yours.
Careful, Claude. I'll win no matter what, but you're only making things harder for yourself.
Watch this crit.
Losing hasn't even crossed your mind, has it? Ooh, this will be a bit of a shock then.
To shock was your intention to begin with, was it not?
Nope, no crit.
I must get stronger.
HP, strength, charm. Eh. I would have liked to see some defense, but whatever. Hubert, can you soften him up? I mean, it'd be good to use him to bait Manuela. So yeah, this is safe. No, but he's gonna use Miasma when retaliating. And that's gonna leave him with 1. And I'd like at least 2 for Dedue and Dimitri. So yeah, sorry, Bernie. Hubert, you better hit this. Good job.
Ugh, I hate losing. I guess I'll just have to settle for cheering the others on.
Okay. Heal up. 2 resilient, 2, 7, 4, 7. Okay, yeah, that'll work. Do you still have a bow? You do not. Okay. Take Edelgard's bow. Equip it. Nope, one more turn is necessary. Put Hubert in the thicket for support. There we go. And she can't, yeah, she can't point blank him from there. In a perfect world, I could get set up in the thicket to deal with Dedue and Dimitri a lot easier. But in order to do that, you have to leave a unit behind to deal with Manuela, and that's just not safe. Besides, you can just post up in this thicket. I've never actually tried that before. Usually I just meet him in the middle. Yeah, give me that health back. Okay, Bernie. 7. Damn it. Ferdinand. Yeah, there we go. Wait, shit. She's gonna get 10 HP back, though. Oh, well. Sorry, Bernie. One of these days we'll get you something.
You are nothing.
So, you've made it past.
Okay, now they're coming. Thankfully, we don't really need any healing. So I think maybe we're good to post up here. I kind of want to try this, because I've always wanted to try to find a consistent strategy for this map with dealing with Dedue and Dimitri. And it might be this.
Beautiful work, Professor.
Yeah, he's not kidding. The real work does start now. Because normally when you're fighting here, if you press forward, you're going to meet them about here. And this little edifice here can really get in the way of dealing with Mercedes. So we are just going to post up in the trees. Bernie and Hubert are going to clear out once they get here. Besides, this way, we can get them separated from each other. Like here, we have a prime opportunity to get a good chip hit in on Mercedes, but is it worth moving them up here? I think it is. I think it's worth putting Edelgard up there for a turn. Because Dedue's only be able to come here. So Edelgard can come up here, chip onto Mercedes, and then run back into the thicket for their next enemy phase. So let's try that. And then Bernie, what is Edelgard gonna do? 21 to her 7, so 14. That'll leave Mercedes on 14. It'll do exactly half. Mercedes needs to come here. I mean, Ferdinand could probably get the kill. I really wish I had Divine Pulse for this. Let's just put Bernie here. And if I don't like the setup on this, we can easily just put Bernie somewhere else. Thankfully, that thicket slows them down. Mercedes has a 5% crit. That's terrifying. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. What do you do to Bernie? You absolutely obliterate her. Oh, gosh. He doesn't have a hand axe, does he? No. And Bernie can make it into the thicket. So we're going to put Boyleth here. He's going to take the iron bow from Bernie and poke Dedue. Right? Bear with me. Bear with me, guys. I have a plan. A brilliant plan, you might say. Then Bernie's going to run back into the thicket. Take her bow back. Then curve shot Dedue for 0 damage, so we're not going to do that. Ferdinand's going to come here. What is she doing? She wants to go for Bernie. That's fine. Edelgard's going to come here, equip her iron axe, then drink a vulnerary. And you want Hubert. And you can't reach Hubert. So I'm actually fine with Dedue going after Hubert here, because I need Hubert to put a hit on him anyway, and we have 2 miasmas, so this should be fine. And even more so, Dimitri's only going to be able to come... No, he has 2 range, doesn't he? No, he doesn't have a spear yet. I'm thinking of the Battle of the Eagle in line. So Dimitri's only going to be able to come here. And if we can pull Dedue further away from him down here, that's even better. Because if Dedue can come and hit one of these slots, he's right near Dimitri. Whereas down here, we can move our line away and still be a safe distance away from Dimitri. Because I do not want to take these 2 at the same time if I can avoid it. So we're going to let Hubert fight Dedue. Nice dodge! I love that. counter animation that Hubert does, where he just jumps back and hits him. Oh, good job, Bernie. And she got, I'm actually happy she got hit and she dodged. Bernie, that was perfect. Because now you get your personal. And you can finally get your kill. Or can she? Ooh. Okay, so hear me out. So Bernie chips to do, and then Hubert kills. Oh gosh, you body us. Ow, but she lives. Takes him down to 18. That would take him down to 6, but we die. Okay, we can kill him. Okay, this will work out. So Hubert's gonna run down here and do that. Then Ferdinand steps up, or steps down, that's safer, and kills Dedu. Mercedes can't kill anybody. She does 4 to Edelgard. Oh gosh, she'll kill Edelgard. Uh-oh. Okay. I can bank on Byleth getting a couple dodges, or a dodge. But that is not reliable in any way. I can move Hubert out of the way. And then put Bernie here out of his range. That way Byleth can go to the thicket and be safe. I think that's the play. I can't kill them all this turn. HP magic, luck, defense, res, charm. Okay, then Ferdinand. We can Bernie. Oh, Bernie can't escape. Okay, there's still a way to make this work. Damn it! You were so close to greatness. Unless... Yeah, Bernie! Oh.
Apologies, Your Highness.
Am I done yet?
That was clutch. Okay, now you come here. Where's a bow? There's a bow. Then you do that and kill Mercedes. Sorry about this.
Oh no.
What's his hit rate now? Oh my gosh, I got better. But he can't go. Okay, he can't go here and hit him. So if I put Edelgard here, yep, that blocks. Take her bow back, but don't equip it. He would rather go for Edelgard than an unarmed Ferdinand.
Dimitri, it's time. We can finally settle the question of who's stronger.
Very well. I accept your challenge. With you as my opponent, I won't hold anything back.
Come on, Edelgard. Just live. Just live. Okay, she lives. Nice hit. Hell yeah, Edelgard. Oh, you're out of magic. Oh. Well, that's nice. Okay, Bernie does 9. Ow.
Unexpected.
Come on, boys. Okay. Do that. Byleth has a lance. Aw. I want Bernie to get the kill, though. That's annoying. But there's no other play. Especially with Hubert out of magic. There we go. Okay, that was actually a pretty safe strategy here in these trees. I'll have to remember that. Ferdinand. I feed you a Dimitri and that's what you give me? Well, Hubert's just standing here now. He has nothing better to do. Which means we can use him as a meat shield for Hanneman. No need to waste vulneraries. Bernie, I'm not going to have her healed. I want her personal skill to stay activated. Ferdinand's healed. Everybody else can get in line.
Think this through.
What do you mean? I am thinking it through, Edelgard. Imagine being a student and your professor just tells you, hey, go stand in that range and just get hit by whatever he does to you. That's about to be what Hubert's going to experience. All right, I'm going to put Bernie here. I'm going to put Edelgard there. I want them all building support. Hubert's going to go here and live. Boyleth is going to sit here to give Hubert some extra experience. And Ferdinand is just going to be Ferdinand. Which is a really good thing, by the way. Nine. Okay, Bernie can do 13. Oh, perfect. We'll let Ferdinand soften him up. Oh, and he took away the counterattack. Oh, I forgot about that. Oh, I love that. There you go, Bernie. You get the final kill for the win. Right in his groin again.
Goodness.
Magic.
What did I expect?
Bernie. That's okay, Bernie. I still love you.
All right, that's...
Oh, I wonder who won.
Even though it
27 turns. I don't even care. Win's a win. No, Edelgard was absolutely the MVP of that map. She tanked Dimitri. Hit him on a 70%er. Yeah, no, she was clutch.
no surprise.
It was easy, dude.
Yes, it was. Further proof that you're well qualified to guide the Black Eagles.
Everybody walks in at once. I always love that.
I mean, impressive. We gained a victory because of your great leadership.
We certainly did. We all tried our best, of course, but we couldn't have won without you.
I was curious what it would look like if you did not hold back, and you did not disappoint.
I dare say we owe our victory to Lady Edelgard.
How
I
so?
mean,
For that battle,
he's not
she was only
wrong.
a soldier following our professor's command. Sure, she was an incredibly powerful soldier.
Don't worry about it too much, Linhardt. All that matters is that we won.
I'm all done with being on the battlefield, okay? I'd rather stay back than pursue victory out there.
You were all as ridiculous as always. We only managed to win because we worked together. Was it something I said? Is it so odd, me talking about togetherness?
Yes.
If so, that perception must change. In fact, I'm canceling the festivities so we can discuss this topic further. I'm kidding, of course. Come on, everyone. We've earned this celebration.
I mean, you're not wrong, Panda.
Your work with the students was remarkable. I can see Geralt trained you well.
The problem I have with Hubert is that he suffers from Dedue syndrome, where he's just the shadow for the lord of his house. Like Dedue, like nothing like says it better than Felix's. I think it's Felix's C support with Dedue, where he's like, if Dedue, no, he goes to Dedue and he's like, if Dimitri ordered you to kill an entire village of innocent civilians, would you do it? And Dedue's like, yes, without question. And Felix is like, yeah, that's blind obedience. Like, that sums up Dedue's character in a nutshell, and it's the same way for Hubert. And I think it holds back his character a bit. Like, I get it, he's like, they're both super protective over their, I guess, master. But at the same time, like, can we have a little bit of a personality diversion from that? Just a little bit? I don't know. What do you think? Hubert goes out of the way to disobey?
I do.
I guess I just don't remember Hubert's supports very much. Again, I've only played him twice. Because usually when I do a Silver Snow run, I don't use him because he's going to leave. So I give experience to somebody who's just going to leave you anyway.
Familiar scenery.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to be listening to the Hubert and
In
Edelgard
honor
supports.
of the saints whose births or deaths took place under this moon, the people perform music once beloved by those divine beings.
I don't know why chat keeps
Whether by
disconnecting.
harp,
It's so
by flute,
annoying.
Or voice alone, joyous melodies are shared between farmers as they sow their seeds across the vast plains of Tailteen and Gronder.
I always love the intro cards to every month. They're so nice. One second here, guys. Okay.
As you have already been notified, our students have been the knights.
Yep, we go kill
Short, you will
Costas.
receive-
The last time we fought bandits, you saved me. Maybe I can return the favor this time.
Let's do our best.
The knights are well aware of our enemy's strength. We can count on them to keep the battlefield under control for us. It seems unlikely that we would lose. Still, let's do all we can to prepare.
It's always interesting to me how Edelgard just kind of, I don't want to say falls in love with Byleth, but she definitely is attracted to Byleth from the first moment they meet. Oh, best girl.
Thank you.
It's just interesting about Edelgard's character is all. Not a bad thing by any means. Okay. So every time I do a playthrough of this, I always like to point out how I optimize each month in terms of activity that I do, like explore, rest, battle, right? So what I do is every single Sunday, except the second to last one, I explore. So for this month, we're going to explore on the 11th. We're going to explore on the 18th. The second to last Sunday in every month, or the second to last free day, is going to be battle. And then you go into the mission. So like if Sunday had an explore, it would be explore, 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 battle, mission. Or if there was only one, it'd be explore, battle, mission. Always mission last, obviously, because that's just how the game works. But then battle before it, and then everything else is explore. The reason for that is that when you explore on the Sundays before the second to last, and you always prioritize dining with your students, you always ensure that they're always fully motivated for lecture, which is how you get the most out of their growth. But you also prioritize your recruitment that way, and it builds a ton of support with your units. So you're hitting 3 birds with 1 stone in explore. Even though you already do all like the talking to people, you just do explore, you talk to everybody, you feed your students, you do your recruiting, and then that's it. It gives you the most professor experience, and it keeps your students motivated, so that way you can take advantage of the lectures the most. And then you battle on the last one, because again, you don't have any lectures to prepare for. And always, I say always, but I think every month in the game except one, there will always be explore before the first lecture. I think there's only 1 month in the game where you get punished for battling because it throws you into a lecture the first week of that month. And I think there's only one like that, but it's still optimal to do it that way. And also by battling, you get more experience, you help build support more. Yeah. So that's my logic for it. And also, if you explore on this month, you're going to go into the free day of the next month with all your students' motivation maxed out. So you're not taking full advantage of dining with them because they're not getting any motivation. That's my logic behind it. That's what I do, and it's worked great for me. Because again, doing things this way, you easily hit max professor rank before the end of chapter 1. Usually it's the month after the ethereal moon, I think, that you hit S rank. Yeah, everybody recruits Lawrence just for Thyrsus. Alright, guys. I'm going to end stream here. I was going to go a little while longer, but some things have come up that require my attention. Nothing serious or anything, just Just something that I want to take care of before I get too tired. I'm just checking something. All right. So, announcements. We will be back with this tomorrow. Fire Emblem Fates. I figured it out a little while ago. Yeah, Fire Emblem Fates is actually going to end December 27th. So that's actually really fitting. It's going to end just in time for the new year. So what I'm thinking for this series, just because I don't want to wait all the way till January for the edited series to debut, this game is going to start debuting on Mondays. I don't know if it'll debut this Monday, the 25th, or December 2nd. But it'll be a series that runs on Monday. So we're going to go back to Monday and Friday uploads for this. And this will definitely go into the new year. I'm going to try to do a chapter per episode, but just have the edited down series just focus on the maps themselves and cut out all the monastery stuff. Because if people really want to see the monastery stuff, they can just come here to the stream. If not, they can just get the edited versions of the maps themselves. I might throw in some monastery stuff if I feel like it's important, but I'm not really worried about covering the plot in the edited series. I'm interested in doing it here just because I want to see it. But as far as the edited series, no. The people who are going to be watching this already know it, and they're not going to be here for it. And even if they were, they're better playthroughs that touch on the plot better than me, probably. But that's all I've got. I'll have more announcements tomorrow. So, with that all being said, I will be back tomorrow evening for some more of this when we take on the Costas map. Another pretty tough map. All the early game missions are tough. It's just how it is. Until you can get your units builds established. That's all I've got. Thank you everybody as always for watching. And until tomorrow, bye for now.